And by the way, also many of you asked me about how to reset the After Effects user interface. For example, if any of these windows is not available, what you can do, inside window, you need to go to workspace. First of all, it's better to choose default, and then you can click on reset to reset the user interface for the software. Okay. Okay, I need to create a shape. A rectangle, for example. I click and drag again, will create two rectangles inside one layer. If I want to create another shape inside different layer, I need to click outside or deselect this layer and then create another shape. Okay. Don't forget here inside the control panel, we can change the color, change the stroke. And at the right here, we can make the edges. Okay. I have this shape, for example. As I said, here we have controllers, and the right window also we have some other controllers. I can use them. Inside text, we had something called Animate. Inside the shape layer, we have something called Add. We click on it, we will see many options we can try. Okay. For example, we can add another fill or another stroke. And inside this fill, what I can do, also, I can create an animation, for example, for the color. I can add stroke. Also, I can add an animation. I can not need. Sometimes we use these to modify or to update the shape or to fix the shape or to change the shape status. Not all the tools available. Of course, all the tools available, most of the tools available inside After Effects, we can add an animation for them, but not all the tools we use, we need to add an animation for them. Okay. As I said before, any tool has a stopwatch next to it. You can add an animation to it. Also, I have a gradient. I can add a gradient as a color to the shape. I think most of you should know that because these tools are similar to what? To Illustrator or Photoshop. Okay. What else we have? Do you remember the pucker and plot effect? Have you used this effect inside Illustrator before? You didn't use it inside Illustrator? Did you know you need to make illustrations inside your project? You are not allowed to use illustrations downloaded online because I assume that all of you are professional in Illustrator and Photoshop. Okay, for this, I can make an attractive animation. For example, to change the shape situation. A current plot. Okay. What else we have? Do you remember the repeater? Can add copies, can decrease the or increase the offset below or above, can change the transform. See, can change the scale. All of this inside what? See? Okay, I don't need a fill also. I'm working now inside the repeat. Okay. Inside the transform. Okay. I'm going to add a background plot again. Okay. I will add a stroke to it. Increase the stroke. Here I will add another stroke. Okay, now I'm going to add the repeater, for example. Inside the repeater, I will increase the number of copies. Above, for example, inside the transform related to repeater, I can change the position. Okay. I can change the scale. I can change the rotation. Okay. See? I can change the start opacity or the end opacity. With these tools, I can make an attractive animation to this shape. What is the original shape? Yeah, it's a star. Okay, what I need you to do, I need you to add a star. Try to fix the color with the stroke and then add the pucker and plot and then add the repeater and try to make an animation for the repeater. Okay, you can make an animation inside the repeater. For example, make an animation to the position and rotation for the transform inside the repeater, not outside, not the main layer transform. Okay. Okay, inside the add, we can find, as I said, we can find some effects. Let us try to create a rectangle. Okay, I'm deleting this shape. I'm creating new rectangle. Okay. For example, I have an effect called round corner. I can use it to round the corner. Okay. For example, if I create a star, I can use it here also, round corner. Okay. See? Okay. I have here another shape. Okay, also you can try, for example, the twist. It's going on. As I said, can try the twist. See, by changing the angle or the center. Also, this is an effect. Can try also the, for example, the zigzag. Can increase the details or decrease them. Can make them corner or smooth. This is smooth and this is corner, which has sharp edges. And you can try all of them, of course. This is what I'm going to explain about shapes. You can see the difference between the shape layer and text layer. We can add a specific effect, and by using the stopwatch and based on the timeline, we can make any animation we want. Okay? These shapes and these text, by using this such animation, we can create an attractive content by using them. Okay? And by the way, in order to make an attractive production, doesn't mean that you need to use as much as you can tools. Sometimes you can make a very attractive content by using a few tools. And sometimes you used or added many tools and your work or your production could be frustrating. Okay? I remember before some of my students inside quiz, I told them that they need to add some effects. So one of my students add all the effects inside the, I don't remember the shape or the text menu, and submit the work. He got a mark close to 0. It's not important to me to add tools as much as you want. The important thing is to use these tools wisely. When I'm teaching you or telling you, you can manipulate this, you can create animation to this, and then I say you can practice now, this doesn't mean you need to try only change the number or create a random keys at random places inside the timeline for no reason. Try very, very hard to be creative, innovative, to use all the numbers, all the parameters or the attributes inside After Effects, inside any effect, try to manipulate them wisely. Don't increase or decrease the number just for no reason. How you can reach this level? By practicing more. In order to understand all the features available inside any effect, you need to practice as much as you can. And by the way, After Effects is a software. You can consider After Effects as a combination. Inside After Effects, you can find a lot of Adobe Photoshop tools. Also, a lot of Adobe Illustrator tools. By using the After Effects, also, we can manipulate 3D object. Not only adding and manipulating 3D object. We can work with the 3D environment. Even 2D shape, we can present it or make it appear in 3 dimensions. For me, After Effects is one of the most, I consider it as one of the most important software when we talk about Adobe. Okay? And trust me when I'm telling you, if you are able to use this software professionally, you will be able to use, to learn how to use Premiere, how to use Audition, how to use Photoshop and Illustrator, and maybe in design and in copy, you will be able to learn them in a few days and to be professional with them. Why? Because as I said, many of the tools exist there, you can find them here. Even if these tools are not available, by the way, a software like After Effects, we can add many plugins to this software. And these plugins could contain the rest of the tools available inside a software like Photoshop or Premiere. Okay? And by the way, also, we can use actually we use Adobe After Effects not only to create a motion graphic. We can use the After Effects to, for example, make some compositing, add special effects to a specific scene. For example, if you have a video in a chroma, you can remove or eliminate this chroma. You can add many interesting things. And Adobe After Effects is used by many popular studios among the world, okay? So we can use it for compositing, manipulating the content inside a real videos. We can use it in tracking, to track an element inside any video and then add some modification based on this tracking. Inshallah, most of these topics you will learn about them from here until the end of this semester. What I am saying is this, that this software is very important. Okay, so try hard to practice as much as you can, not to get a good mark inside this course. Most of the work, not all the work, of course, most of the work now available in the market, you can make it and build it by using this software. Not all the work, of course. Okay. Of course, I'm not going to try more effects inside the shape layer because, as I said, manipulating them same as the text layer that we discussed last lecture. But now I'm going to try to use the shape to make something like morphing. What do we mean by morphing? Any one of you know? Changing the shape from a situation to another, or manipulating the content over time. Let us try something. Okay. I'm deleting this shape. Okay. I'm creating new. Stay with me. I will give you time to practice. Okay. I will reduce the stroke. I'm creating new star. Okay. I'm clicking outside to create a new shape. For example, rectangle. Okay. I have a star and a rectangle. In Illustrator, for example, we can manipulate any shape we create for anchor points, right? Inside Illustrator, we can manipulate the points inside any shape, right? Okay. Can we make that inside After Effects? Of course. Here, inside the content, I have poly star. Inside the poly star, I have path 1. Inside path 1, you can see a lot of attributes you can fix. And I think we discussed them before. For example, the points. You can create a triangle, any shape you want by changing the number of the points. Can change the position, the rotation, inner and outer radius. You can change the outer roundness or the inner also. Okay, if I want to manipulate the points that create this shape, I need to select click on the polystar, and then on right, convert to Bezier path. Now I have what? I have point. I can move them. I can move them. I can increase or decrease the curve. I can do anything I want with the shape. Okay, I can select more and move them. Okay, I want to apply the morph effect. As I said, I need to change or convert the shapes to Bezier, like what I did. Convert to Bezier path. This is the first shape. And for the second shape, also inside the content, I have rectangle, rectangle path. On rectangle path, also I'm clicking on right to convert to Bezier. Okay. Now I need to fix the anchor for the two shape. I can click here and then drag with control, or there is a fast way. I can, with control, double click on the pin behind. What will happen? Will drag the anchor automatically to the center. Okay. Now I need to select the second shape, also with control to center the anchor. With control, double click on what? Pin behind anchor point. Okay, what is anchor? Okay, good. Okay, now I have these two shapes. Okay. Inside these two shapes, I convert the path. I convert the path to Bezier. And now inside the path, I have path with stopwatch. I'm enabling the stopwatch here. Okay. And inside the rectangle layer also, inside the path, I'm enabling the stopwatch also. And then I'm moving inside the timeline. I'm coming down here to this key for the star. I'm copying this key with control and C to copy. Okay. And then I'm coming back to the rectangle. Okay. I'm selecting the path, then control V to paste the key. Okay. Okay. After I created these two shapes, I select the path, click on right, then convert to Bezier. For both of these two shapes, I created these two shapes on different layers, not inside the same layer. After I convert the path to Bezier, I enable the stopwatch for the path for both of them. Okay, then I moved inside the timeline. For one of them, I copied, make a copy. I made a copy for the key I created at the beginning. With Control C, for example, now I'm copying the key that I add inside the rectangle. Now I'm moving to the star. Focus not. Now I'm not at the beginning. Now I'm moving inside the timeline. I'm hitting Control with V. I need to select the path, of course, first, then Control V. Now what I have, see,